Hello again. We're on more Content Hub settings here, so it's only applicable if you have Content Hub. Now we're looking at the themes and modules. So we get here by clicking on the settings wheel and then scrolling down to content, dropping down this menu, and we're having a quick look at themes and modules. So this is where you can add themes for your website and for different aspects of your website. You'll get the themes from the HubSpot theme shop, which you can click here. Look at the template marketplace to get your theme. Upload your theme from here once it's been saved, and you'll be ready to go. Now you can also, once you're in, you can also tweak your theme from here as well. Again, if you know what you're doing, this is really powerful. So we can edit the child theme. We can set our footers and headers. As you can see, this is not instructions on how to do this. This is just a quick guide to show you where it is. I suggest you only mess around with this really if you know what you're doing, and I don't. We leave this to our web developers to sort out. So this is if you have a Content Hub and a website theme. This is where you edit the theme. Now this is different from actually going to a website page and editing it as a user. Okay, so within the HubSpot CMS, we'll have our website pages, which we'll come on to a bit later. And those pages, as you can see here, actually let's look at it now. So these are the pages that you're able to edit from a theme perspective. So we can click on the pages. This is what your pages will look like. Here we can see we can set the branding up for the pages. We can set personalization up for the pages. We can edit what contact properties are going to be displayed, or company properties are going to be displayed if we're going to use content personalization. We can see the integrations that we want on the pages as they particularly relate to Google Analytics, SEO crawlers, and then the actual system pages themselves you can modify and design here. So you'll have this as a private content page, for instance. You've got your search results pages, for instance. Those are like page 404 not found. That's what we call system pages. So that's all customizable here. Same thing with the podcast page. This is where you would set the name of your podcast, the podcast's description, select your host, set up the language, and even do the artwork for your podcast. So this is where you control your podcast. You can even capture your RSS feed for your podcast there if you want to. And the same thing goes with the blog page. A little bit more going on with the blog page. We can see that you set the meta up as you'd expect. The names, the headers, the page titles, and your descriptions. But you can also select your domain here, and you can control access to the blog page. So if you want it to be completely internal or public or anything else. You can also fiddle with your blog template here. This is where you can customize it, I should say, not fiddle, the blog template. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, I'd stay away from this and get a web developer on it, or we'd be happy to help you. This is where you manage your subscriptions when it comes to the blog. So you can set up different subscriptions. So here, for instance, we've got an instant notification, and this basically fires off an email to the people who've subscribed to it as soon as the blog is completed. A daily notification, so it gets sent out at the end of the day, a weekly notification, and a monthly notification. You can also set even how many posts to show in the RSS feed if you're using it. Select your date formats here. Choose the style of date. Switch on comments or switch comments off. Set up your social sharing so that when a blog post is created, it's automatically shared to your social network if that's what you want to do. So ours is set to share to Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And then there's Google AMP pages set up here. So you just configure this so that the accelerated mobile pages functions in Google basically allows the content to load faster. Which is a help when it comes to accessibility, user experience, and all those good things. So all of that is kind of tied up there within Content Hub, within themes and modules, where you select the look and customize the look of the site. We can set up the blog pages, the podcast pages, and the website pages themselves. Oh, and we can configure our private content here as well. Now, this is really interesting. So if we're going to put something behind a paywall, or behind a password more accurately, this is where we would set it up. So we've got contact information, website information, sign-in options here. Emails that you'll send to people can be configured here. So this is a welcome to, you've registered. This is your password's been confirmed. This is an email that's sent out when people want to reset their password, you can see. And then the actual private content pages can be set up here as well. So password, an error page, sign-in pages. So these are like extra pages that you'll need for the website if you're going to be using the private content. And that means the content that is hidden behind passwords or hidden for specific users only. Really, really cool feature of HubSpot. All this, and this is, I say, I regard as being quite complicated setup. It's probably the only stuff in HubSpot that you don't want to do yourself if you don't know what you're doing. But this is where it is, right? So this is where you can see, this is where you begin the journey when it comes to what the website looks like. Setting up your themes and modules, setting up the blog, setting up the podcasts, setting up your pages and your private content, all wrapped up in this section here. Just be careful with it, and say try and get somebody who knows what they're doing to help you. We can do that for you if you need it, or your IT or your website designers will certainly be able to sort it out for you. Hope that helps. Any questions, let us know.